Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all of you. So now we are going to continue our lesson in information coding scheme with subtopic calculate the total number of bits and bytes in a given word based on each coding scheme. So before this, you have learned three types of information coding scheme. Okay, let us recall first. We have three types of information coding scheme. The first one is ASCII. The second one is ABCDIC, and the third one is Unicode. So today, inshallah, I will show you on how to calculate the total number of bits and bytes in a given word. Okay. Alright, we look at the first example. How many bits? Okay, the question is how many bits would it take to represent the following phrase using the following codes? So, first of all, you must calculate how many characters, okay, that given in the phrase. Let me show you how to calculate the characters in the phrase. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, here we have the blank space. You must consider the characters, the blank space as a characters also. So we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16 characters altogether. So now we will calculate how many bits in ASCII, ABCDIC and Unicode. So as we have learned before, ASCII has 8 bits to represent the information for one character. So in this case, we have about 16 characters. So in ASCII, the 16 characters will be multiplied by 8. Then we will have 128 bits to represent the phrase in ASCII. The same thing with ABCD. Okay, the 16 characters multiplied by 8, then altogether we will have 128 bits to represent the computer science. Meanwhile, in Unicode, as we know that to represent a character in Unicode, we need 18 bits for one character. So these 16 characters we will multiply by 16 also, so that we will have 256 bits in Unicode information coding scheme. Alright class, can we proceed with the second example? Alright, now we look at the second question. How many bits would it take to represent the following phrase using the following codes? So we are going to look, how many bits in this phrase. As I told you before, the first step is we must count how many characters in the phrase. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have about 8 characters. So this one is wrong. Okay, this is how we are going to count the characters in the phrase given. Okay, look, okay, in ASCII, as we have 8 characters, so we will multiply it with 8 bits. So we will have 64 bits. In ABCD, okay, we have the same bits with ASCII, which is 8 characters multiplied by 8. Okay, so we will have 64 bits, and the last one for Unicode we will have, okay, 128 bits altogether. Okay, when we multiply 8 characters with 16 bits. Alright, just now we have learned on how to calculate bits in a given phrase. So now we are going to learn on how to calculate bytes in a given phrase. So let us recall how many bytes in ASCII, ABCD, and Unicode. Right, as we learned before that ASCII use 8 bits in represent a character. So we has 8 bits in ASCII, then 8 bits is equals to 1 byte. Okay, the same thing with ABCD. Okay, ABCD use 8 bits to represent a character, then 8 bits equals to 1 byte. Okay, how about Unicode? Okay, so Unicode represent a character by using 16 bits, right? So meaning that Unicode use 2 bytes to represent a character. So now the first thing we must do is we must count how many characters in the given phrase. Let us count together. Don't forget to consider the blank space in between of the phrase as a character. Let us count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So class, in this phrase we have about 31 characters, right? So we multiply with 1 as ASCII use 1 byte for 1 character. So in ASCII we will use 31 bytes to represent I want to be a computer genius. The same thing with ABCDIC. We will use 31 bytes as we will multiply 31 with 1 byte. And the last one, okay, for Unicode, we will multiply 31 characters with 2. Then we will have 62 bytes to represent I want to be a computer genius.